All right, guys, we made it to Parachute, Colorado, which is about 20 minutes past where we'll be dropping. But I picked this spot because this hotel room here, because I'm an OOIDA member, I get a discount here. It's $58 a night. It's a king suite. It's got an indoor pool. Let me see if I can show you guys the indoor pool, and I'll show you guys more tomorrow and show you the room when I get up to the room. But it's got a nice indoor pool with the jacuzzi over there. I don't know if I'll do any swimming. I actually did bring some shorts that I could swim in, and who knows, maybe we will. But this is where we are. It's probably 9 o'clock-ish at night. I'm gonna carry my bag in and crash. Alright, guys, so here is the room. And like I said, she said because I'm an OOIDA member, the suite was the same price as everything else. So, pretty big room. That lamp right there doesn't work. I couldn't get that lamp on. But that's pretty sweet. It's got a pull-out couch. I don't know what the bathroom looks like. Is this the closet or the bathroom? That's a closet. Alright, so this is the bathroom. Nothing too crazy. So, yeah. Little fridge. I brought some food in. I'm going to throw in there. Microwave. I'll heat those burgers up I cooked last night. And, alright, I'm going to bed. Alright, guys, it is about 6 o'clock in the morning on Monday. We're getting ready to drop that load in Colorado. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but Friday as I was coming into Denver, I was looking at a load, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Colorado's a pretty big no-no to come to. But the only reason I come out this way is to possibly see my brother. And this load here paid $2.20 a mile, which is above average. So, of course, my alarm goes off, telling me it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So, I'm scrambling just to get anything to try to get out of Colorado. So I'm looking at this load. See, where's the best lighting? It's going to Michigan. It says it's 20 feet long, 2,000 pounds. I was like, well, Michigan's about 1,000 miles away. 20 pounds or 2,000 pounds, 20 feet at $800 ended up being like, it's 1,000 something. Ended up being like 75 cents a mile. Called them up, told them I'd do it for $1 a mile. Figured I could grab something else and put it on the trailer. 2,000 pounds leaves me a lot of weight to put on this thing. He's like, no, I can't do that. He says, tell you what, I'll give you $9.50. I was like, nah, I'm not giving you 20 feet of my deck for less than $1 a mile. Said thank you, hung up the phone. A couple seconds later, he calls up. He's like, you know what? I just got a text message from the guy that's ordering this stuff. He says he needs it pretty quick. How can you get it there? How quick can you get it there? I said, well, how fast does he need it there? He said he needs it there by Wednesday, and it doesn't pick up till Monday. I'm like, man, that's basically an expedited trip. He's like, yeah, I know. It's like, man, I don't do anything for under $1.50. He's like, so what would that be? And I figured up. I'm like, $16.50. Now he was trying to give $800 for this, so I said $16.50. He said, I tell you what, let me email him and text him. He said, you may not hear back from me until Monday, but let me ask him. I was like, if you wait till Monday, I'm gonna have a load already. I said, I never wait until I drop to find a load. He said, all right, let me text him real fast and see what happens. He ended up getting back to me. Holy, that temperature's dropped. He ended up getting back to me. He's like, all right, I got you that load for $16.50. So he was trying to give $800 for it, and I doubled it, more than doubled it. So I got a few more things to carry out to the truck. It's the temperature's dropped since I walked out here. We'll get this thing dropped and then we'll go pick up that thing going to Michigan and hopefully we don't hit the snow up there. All right, guys, we arrived at Rifle, Colorado soda plant. I don't know, some kind of soda plant, natural soda plant. Walked into the driver check-in, and the guy's like, "You're not going to deliver that here, are you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the address they gave me." He's like, "No, you should be over at the plant." I was like, "The plant?" He's like, "Yeah." Gives me this address, right? I said, "Well, how far away is that?" He's like, "A little over an hour." So now, since the broker gave us the wrong address, this is going to cost me, my Garmin says it's an hour and 30 minutes. It's going to cost me an hour and a half to get there, and an hour and a half to get back to where our next pickup is. So this just cost me 3 hours. So I hope it doesn't screw me on my next load, because I told that broker on my next load I will have it there by Wednesday. I even agreed to he could dock some money if I don't make it Wednesday. We didn't agree on a price or how much, and I didn't see it on the Raycon anywhere. But this pisses me off. Lita emailed this broker. Man, this phone holder just, let's see, that's probably on there a little bit better. It's one of those magnet ball ones. It's got the cup and the ball, and you stick the metal plate to the back of your phone. It's super awesome. I love it. But if you don't have it just centered, it'll start falling, and these roads will kind of beat it up too. But so yeah, she emailed the broker. We'll see what this broker says. Something tells me the broker's not going to be answering emails because she's going to know that we're going to want more money. So I'm kind of stuck. Like, if I didn't have another load, I would sit on this bitch for 4 days and they wouldn't get their shit. God damn this phone. They wouldn't get their stuff until she paid me. But now that I have another pickup, I can't sit on this very long. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. What is going on up here? How you doing?
Good. Continue on Basines Creek Road.
These are sheep on the road. Man, look at this. What's up, guys?
Cause the problem is I love you. Cause the problem is I love you.
Alright guys, so the broker wasn't answering emails, so Lita called her, and she said it was her bad. She put the wrong town down. Now, what's the chance of this? So this soda company, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's like soda or pop, whatever you weirdos call it. Lost my train of thought. I just drove past all those sheep, and it's but yeah, so she's like, yeah, I got the town wrong, she's gonna pay us, no problem. Now this load my factoring company will not touch because they're so new, so I hope that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. So this woman offers 3 different pays. She does 90 days and you get all your money, 2% and you get it back in, what'd she say, 30 days? Or 5% she pays you in 3 days. Now OTR Capital takes 4% and pays you then usually like the next day or the day after. So to me, that extra percent to get that money, so it's not out there floating and you don't forget about it, because I've actually done a couple of COD ones. Not COD, but like this, where they mail you the check. And it's kind of scary, but I've definitely been so busy I completely forgot. I'm like, did they ever pay me? So in fact, that happened with that orange road sign thing that we hauled up to, was it New Jersey? I think it was New Jersey. The one that dispatcher found me, Justin. So, yeah, we've got about 30 minutes before we get there now. I don't think the Raycon's come through yet, so still got my fingers crossed. We'll get this dropped, we'll go get picked up, and see you there. All right, guys, we made it. It's 9 o'clock. Took us about an hour, a little more than an hour since they're sheep. But here we are. I'm not sure where I have to be. Obviously not a typical truck for this place. So I'm gonna go up here to this office and see where they want me.
You're not coming. My whiskey on ice is melting down. My blood is running. Heart's beating fast. I'm counting down. You have 3 minutes. My whiskey on ice is melting down. My blood is running. Running. All for you. All for you.
Alright guys, I got a little bit of ranting to do. Man, I swear this damn just can't handle some of these bumpy roads, man. So I get emails and messages all the time asking me how the non-CDL is working out. You know, or they watch my videos, and I don't know if it's like, so this is how it works. When people want to do something, all they do is pick out the good, and they completely ignore all the bad. You know, it's like when you meet a hot chick, and all your friends are like, dude, don't do it. She's crazy, dude, don't do it. You know, and you're so madly in love, you want that piece of tail so bad, you just ignore all the warning signs and what everybody's telling you, and you go ahead and do it, and you end up getting burned. You know, you knock the chick up, she takes you for all your money, or whatever happens. Same thing's happening with this. People watch my videos and they see that I get to drive around the world, but then they see me complain and they're like, oh, you're always complaining, blah blah blah. How come everybody else seems to be doing okay? I'm going to tell you this. All the people that seem to be doing okay, they're the ones that are offering you a service. I'm not offering you anything. I don't want you to work for me. I don't want you to drive for me. I don't want to dispatch for you. I'm telling you like it is. And this is how it is. Non-CDL hotshot is... This camera's going to drive me nuts. Is scary. You're fighting over... So you have... When you're a non-CDL hotshot, you're basically fighting the semi-truck drivers and the CDL drivers for that same load, as well as the non-CDL drivers, right? You have all those people trying to get the only load that you can pull. The only load that you can pull. Because you're non-CDL, you have a 30-foot or a 40-foot trailer, and you can only do like 10,000 pounds, right? So you have all those people. If you have the time, go get your CDL, get your air brake, get everything, and either buy or lease a semi-truck. So I think if I had it to do all over again, what I would have done, so the whole reason I went non-CDL is because if you haven't ever watched my first video, I was a DirecTV technician, right? AT&T bought out DirecTV. I was a subcontracting DirecTV technician. AT&T bought out DirecTV and basically came in and cleaned house. They came in and they cut the rates and they fired a whole bunch of people. And they basically cut the rates so much that you could not make a living being a subcontractor, a DirecTV subcontractor, based on the lifestyle that you had before. You know, I did it for 10 years, I think. I can't remember. So that's when I jumped on Google, right? And I basically searched, what can I do that doesn't really take any experience that I can make a good living at right away? And that's when this popped up, okay? Now, had I had time, I would have gotten my CDL and done the semi-truck, right? But everybody looks at doing this because they're like, well, it's easy. You just go out and buy a pickup truck and a trailer. And you're right. It's super easy, especially if you're going to work for somebody else. Buy the truck, buy the trailer, go to work. But I get messages and emails all the time that said, man, I wish I would have listened to you and not got into this. People are going belly up every single day. I just got an email from a guy yesterday that said, dude, I listened to all the other channels. I had no idea it was actually this hard out here. He said, I don't think I can do this. Yeah, you can go out and you can get your dispatcher, but you can go out there and get your dispatcher, but that's going to cut into your profits, right? So now you're paying a dispatcher up to 10% of what little bit of money that it's paying right now. And it's not paying very good. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time job being on the boards. Then you could be like, well, don't live off the boards, get direct customers. You're absolutely right. If you can find a direct customer where you live, go for it. But what's happened was I printed out a whole bunch of business cards and I used to pass them out everywhere. I picked up everywhere I dropped off. And a guy told me, he's like, look, here's the deal. I get business cards from guys like you all the time. If you only have one truck and you're not from the area, I could spend hours calling people like you to see if you're in the area and to get a rate and to see if you can even do it. He said, in most time it's a failure. Or I can call one person, a broker, and then I don't have to worry about calling anybody ever again. He's like, look, if you were local from the area and I knew you would be around, absolutely, I would take your card. But you're not from the area. I might call you up and you could be in Florida and I'm over here in Denver, Colorado, you know? So instead of them making all them phone calls, that's when they call a broker. And I completely understand that. I stopped passing out my business card because the likelihood of me being in the area when they have something that needs to be shipped, because you know how these people are. It's not like, hey, I got something that needs to be shipped a month from now. I mean, that's hard enough to try to line up. But usually when somebody needs something shipped, they're like, hey, I need this shipped. Can you come pick it up? Well, I'm actually 2,000 miles away. Sorry. I kind of need this thing moved now, you know? So that's the deal. If you have time, go get your CDL, go find you a used semi truck or lease one. This is what I'm thinking about doing, right? I don't know what it costs to lease a semi truck, but I'm going to look into it. And what I want to do is I want to do a short-term lease on a semi truck and then try to do power loads only. So basically what that is you provide the truck and these companies already have these trailers loaded with their product. You go pick that trailer up, you take it from point A to point B, you drop the trailer and you're done. You don't have to worry about trailer tires or any of that. You're done. So I'm gonna look more into that. And I know there's a guy on YouTube, Makes Sense. I'll try to remember to put a link in the channel. I watch him whenever I can. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I can barely keep up with it. You know, I have so much going on all the time. I don't watch a lot of channels. I'm not big into watching what I'm already doing. So that's the deal. I'm done rambling. Take this as a warning. If you still go out and get a pickup truck and a trailer, don't say I didn't warn you.
I will lose myself inside a dream. I will lose myself inside a dream. Everything's blurry. This lucid dream is haunting me. I keep on running. Heart's beating fast. I'm counting down. I have 3 minutes. This lucid dream is haunting me. I keep on running, all for you, all for you. I think it's safe to say we're over. I close my eyes until I'm sober. Think it's safe to say we're over. I'll close my eyes until I'm sober. I will lose myself inside a dream. I will lose myself inside a dream. I will lose myself
Guys, we made it to our pickup in Inglewood, Colorado. Picking up a snow machine. It's that one right there, wrapped up in plastic. There's actually snow on the ground too. Look at that. It's not from the machine, just from snow, regular snow. This is just regular snow on the ground. None of that man-made snow. So they want me to pull my truck up. I locked my truck. I can't get in my truck. Let me get the GoPro on the back and see what we got. Alright guys, there's the load taking us to Michigan. And like I was saying earlier, this is the load that they only wanted to pay $800 for, and I talked them up to $1,650. They said it was supposed to be 20 foot of deck space. I'm sure they could have probably squeezed it in some. Yeah, they could have probably got it on 20 feet worth. But that's it. We chained this bottom part. They said that this top part's bolted to this frame. Kind of had a little bit of a wiggle to it though when he was moving it around. I hope it'll be okay, but we got them pulled away from each other. Then we got this one pulled down and away from each other. And then I just threw a chain across here. And I've got 3 more straps across the beam itself. And then I have 2 on the foam. That's foam that goes along. So what they'll do is they'll put that pole in the ground, and then that goes on top of that pole, and then it sprays water, and then that freezes into snow. And then we got 2 straps on this. So and then those 2 straps hold on that foam a little bit too. But that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Double check everything, make sure I got everything up. I used all my hand ratchets. See, good thing I checked that right there, huh? I used all my hand ratchets. I need to grab some bungees and bungee that up. But I still have some rail ratchets left over. I think my GoPro died in the middle of this. Let me get these chains bungeed up, and we're gonna hit the road. Oh, here's a cool little trick that Lita did. If you guys have a big Tex and you just want to keep a couple of little emergency bungees handy, you just kind of hook this and then hook it down there, rather than having to deal with our ball of bungees. This is what she came up with, just in case you just need 1 or 2. All right, let me get these bungeed up. Damn, dude rolled his fucking truck, man. He's not in there anymore.